Hello, Dan here again with another tutorial. So someone in a Discord community asked me how to make this sound. So I'll play it for you now. Okay, hopefully I don't get any copyright strike for that, but it's that background sweeping descending sound. Today I'm going to be using the Microfreak, but you can use any synth or soft synth. Probably would achieve a better result than a Microfreak, but I got pretty close and I do like to challenge myself. Okay, first of all, let's start off with an initialize patch. So I'm going to just push this the preset knob 3 times and should be initialized. Okay, there are 2 main components of the sound we're going to be designing today. So there is a descending tone, but there is also some noise in there. So the Microfreak, the closest synth engine I could find that has a good balance of the tone and the noise was the Noise Engine. So let's go to that now. So there's a noise, and specifically you want the one that has, so you want the tone in there, and then you want to set the balance of the tones. So the first, so make sure the shape is at full, and then timbre at full, and also wave. Let's set the balance so there's a little bit more, sort of less noise. So that amount. So kind of, yeah, it's almost like 50-50 noise to tone, or maybe a little bit more tone. Okay, so the first thing or the first sort of characteristic of the sound is that descending note. So let's modulate the pitch with an envelope. So on the Microfreak, we're going to be using the cycling envelope, but switch it to envelope. So it's just a static envelope, fast attack, and a pretty slowish, sort of a medium release. So I've got it at 4.7. And then go to the mod matrix and go to cycling envelope to pitch, and then turn that dial right up to 100. So you've got that descending note. I'm also going to switch it up an octave because it starts off really high. Okay, next thing we need to do is also, you can hear that only the note is descending, but the noise is not changing. So we want the noise to also descend. We're going to be using a bandpass filter. So switch the filter to bandpass and then the resonance right up to 100. And then the cutoff, I had it set at around, what did I have it set at? 300 hertz. 4, come on. About that much. But at the moment, it's not descending because we haven't sent the envelope to the cutoff. So let's do that now. In the mod matrix, cycling envelope to cutoff, and then I had that set at about 53. So a decent amount, but not 100%. So you can hear the tone and the noise are both descending. But the attack of the note is a little bit too sharp. It's got that click. So let's adjust the ADSR on the amp envelope. So it's sort of a medium attack with, so over time, I think it does sort of descend in volume as well. So we'll have a bit of a decay and then the sustain kind of like halfway-ish. All right, so the original sound hasn't got that smooth quality. It's got a bit of a stuttery quality to the sound. So to achieve that, we're going to be using the LFO sent to the pitch. So first of all, I'm going to turn off the LFO sync and have it quite quick, have it quite fast, and then we're going to have to go to the mod matrix again and go to the LFO and send that to pitch. And I had that at 1.7. So not a lot, but you'll hear it. And right now it's set at a sine wave shape, which is that sort of Mario sound effect. Let's turn it to a triangle and set the rate to be fairly quick. All right, like before, when we sent the envelope to the pitch and the cutoff, we're going to be also sending the LFO to the pitch and the cutoff. So in the mod matrix, let's go to the cutoff, sending the LFO to the cutoff, and I've got had it at about 7.9 or 8. So 7. Let's go to 8. So we are almost there, almost there. Let's turn down the volume, just make sure my levels are good. If you do listen to the original sound, you will notice that the rate of the LFO starts off quick, like pretty fast, and it slows down over time. So how to do that? Again, we're going to be sending the envelope, so the cycling envelope, to the LFO rate. But since there is no dedicated light, like a dedicated assign to the LFO rate, we're going to be using one of the assign one button functions. All right. Anyway, to do that, just make sure you're on the cycling envelope and it's on assign one, and then hold down assign one. Sorry, I'm going to have to cross my arms here, and then wiggle that LFO rate. And it's set to rate, and then you have to set a depth. And I had it set at 30. Where are you? At 30. So you can't hear that now. You can't hear it slowing down because I have my rate set at a really fast speed already. So the destination speed needs to be slow. So let's slow it down. So there it is. I think that's everything. So I'm just going to quickly save that. Quick save on the Microfreak is you just hold down the save button and it just saves it. All right, let's compare the, so I designed this before. Let's compare how I went before to how we just designed the patch. So that's pretty close. Let's go to the one we just did. Yeah, I think it's almost exactly the same. Right, so that is as far as I can go on the Microfreak, but there are some added effects to the original sound, so we're going to have to switch to a DAW to finish off the sound. All right, I'm in my DAW, which is Pro Tools, but you can use any DAW at all. There are two effects that you will need to finish off this sound. So I'm going to play the original sound. All right, so the first effect that you can hear in the original sound is an auto pan. So I think most DAWs have auto pans in them anyway, but I'm going to be using a free auto pan called M-Autopan, which is a free plugin from Melda Productions, and I've got it set at about 0.5 hertz in terms of the rate, with a sine shape and the depth at about 70%. So Autopan is going to pan it back and forth in the stereo field from left to right to left to right. And with the LFO shape at a sine shape, it's going to be quite a smooth pan from left to right. So if I play it now, you can hear it panning from left to right. The second effect that you'll need is a reverb. So simple reverb. Again, I'm going to be using a free reverb by Voxengo, I believe. It's called Old School Verb. And so let's play it now. Yeah, so let's play the original to compare. And the one I designed. There it is. That's as close as I could get to the sound using the Microfreak and some added effects. Let me know how I went. If you can get closer, what techniques did you use? But otherwise, I hope you learnt some principles and some basics in terms of sound design that you can apply to your sounds and your tracks. So yeah, hope this was helpful at all. And I'll see you in the next video.